Welcome back to another video. Today we are playing the Arms Dealer, a very special character because he has this part of his trait, which is all of your weapons are destroyed when entering a shop. Shops always sell at least one weapon. You start with the Dangerous Bunny. Damage modifications are increased by 33%, plus 30 harvesting, and minus 95 weapons price. So, it's obvious that damage percent is a good stat on us. However, it might not be obvious to some people that luck is also a very good stat on us. Luck, harvesting, and damage percent are going to be our best friends. Attack speed, of course, comes in after damage percent. But for the most part, we care about luck, harvesting, and damage percent. In this case, harvesting and luck are great early on. And we don't need that many weapons, so we can just go ahead and buy maybe two, and then go ahead and use our free rerolls. XP gain is actually not bad. We can go ahead and take that. More luck and damage plus enemies. We're not actually going to waste our money here. We only need two weapons to beat the second wave. One weapon might have been enough actually, so we could have saved another single material. Not super necessary, but also, as you can see, not really struggling. The shield is what helps here, right? The shield technically has piercing because it is a melee weapon, so it goes through enemies when you hit. Easy enough. More harvesting. Like more luck. Crit chance, tier 2, also very good. We'll go ahead and take that. And we'll go ahead and take some melee weapons that can pierce. Ghost Scepter is not bad because it can give us some stacking max health. Well, a bit more. Some more ghost weapons, sure. Luck, very good. That's exactly what we want. And let's go ahead and combine these so we can maybe get an additional max health with the Ghost Scepter. We'll just go ahead and let it shoot as much as possible. Yeah, super simple character. You stack your luck harvesting early game. Late game, you have a bunch of damage percent, and then you get some attack speed and crit to top it off. Of course, you do want max HP and some armor eventually, but overall, you're focusing on that much later in the run. Here, we do just want more luck and harvesting. So we are looking for those. Okay, well, in this case, if you get these options early, you should go for max HP. It's much more effective early game than the armor will be. Here we can take some speed for range, not bad. Luck for elemental damage, speed for range again. One more reroll. Buy some weapons, of course. One more reroll again, and buy a quarterstaff. Quarterstaff is much better because it does have a sweeping motion, so it makes it easier to clear out some bigger clumps of enemies. The other weapons are good for killing the tankier ones, the two guns. So in these early waves, you can really get away with just having 1 to 3 weapons. Of course, as the game progresses, you cannot do that. You have to max out your weapons every round. But you can see we didn't struggle here, and we still killed pretty much everything. So, yeah. Harvesting or damage percent, it's early. We're going to take harvesting in this case. We'll buy this crossbow and continue rolling. We don't want these. The Ugly Tooth is not bad. Definitely a good item to take. Blink is good. Shotgun can do well. Ghost Flint, more range is good. Another one of these shotguns. And another Ghost Flint upgrade. And then that is probably it. Yeah, crit and dodge, very nice as well. We don't need a sixth weapon. 5 weapons is plenty. This is kind of overkill if anything. We could have saved some materials here. That's okay. It's hard to tell you. You should only take this many weapons or these weapons. Because there's so many different combinations of weapons, right? But overall, you want to have just high damage dealing weapons. So all of the ones we have here, pretty decent damage. The weakest one, obviously, are the tier 1 weapons, but out of these, I'd actually say the crossbow is the weakest, because it scales with crit chance, so it's not that great on us right now. We don't really have any crit chance. Lifesteal or Harvesting. Guess what? We're taking Harvesting. And we're taking Crit Chance again. Okay, Blindfold, Revolver. So at this point, we can kind of only take Tier 3 or Tier 2 weapons. More damage percent is great. Tier 2 weapon. Tier 2 weapon again. The Torch, very low damage. It has elemental damage scaling. We do not want that. I'd say we could get away with just 4 weapons here, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and lock the Propeller Hat and just continue. 3 Revolvers is a bit low damage for big clumps, but Wave 6 does not have big clumps of enemies. As you can see, it's all either sort of tanky enemies or small clumps, so taking a bunch of Revolvers here, single target weapons is not a bad thing. This is something I can help a little with, right? 1 through 4, waves of 1 through 4, and even wave 5. Well, no, I'd say waves 1 through 4. You can just take some melee weapons, it's completely fine. You don't even have to have more than, 3 for most of them. Waves 5, you kind of have to start having more weapons. And then here on wave 6, you can see we kind of have a big clump at the end. So if we had a melee weapon that could cleave that, that would have been nice. Here we want to take more Harvesting and more luck. And then just go ahead and pick up some more good weapons for the next wave. Melee damage, knockback, and XP gain. So the XP gain is actually not bad, but we prefer to have our luck, honestly. Taking more nice weapons that can cleave and do very high damage in melee. A Lightning Shiv, reroll a bit more. Rerolling again would cost a bit too much for me. We already have 6 weapons, we're good. We're definitely strong enough for this wave. Here we do have to kill the Slasher Eggs and the clumps of Chargers. See, here's the clump. Immediately disappeared, right? Our damage is very high. We can actually let the Slasher Egg spawn so you guys can see our damage. We can actually kill it in about 2 seconds or so. So we can let them hatch just to get more materials and experience. Though letting them hatch might feel a little scary. You should be fine as long as your weapons do enough damage. And again, that's hard to say because there's a lot of combinations of weapons you could have at this point. If you want to be safe, just break the eggs though. Okay, we took damage percent, now we're taking crit chance because it is a tier 3 upgrade. The fairy is really nice. I would very much always take this here. Just 10 HP regen, you get a lot of HP regen from this, and then you could take things like the alien worm, get even more. The charcoal, right? You lose a little bit of harvesting, but you get stats, good stats. Lost duck. We do need to buy some weapons though. Buy the claw, the spear. Reroll again. The torch. Torch is very weak. Head injury is quite good. We're gonna buy the torch and buy both of these weapons for this round. We did buy head injury, of course. Damage percent for range is a given. Damage percent is the best stat for us, so we do want that as much as possible. Our weapons are a little bit weird for this round, because wave 8, you're mostly fighting bruisers. But you can see you can get away with a lot in the early waves. You don't really have to think too much about it, though you can take my advice, like I said. Waves 1 through 4, very simple, just take a few weapons that can kill small enemies. Honestly, waves 1 through 5 are all the same, yeah. And then waves 6, 7, so on, you want a bit more single targets, but you still want some ability to do cleaving damage. Attack speed, okay great, we had almost no attack speed. This gives crit chance, thank you. We're just going to go ahead and buy all of these to maximize our spending. We don't really need any of these. Armor for speed, and then we also gain HP regen. Sure, why not? A lightning shiv, one more reroll. Damage and life steal is great, and a revolver. Okay, so wave 8 we are going to see some relatively tanky units and some clumps like this. So having melee weapons and ranged weapons tends to be best. Just having a nice mix. Since melee weapons are much better at clearing out... Oh, sorry, we're on wave 9, yeah. Melee weapons are much better at clearing out big clumps of enemies than ranged weapons are. You can see here our knives. We have three sort of melee weapons, two knives and an icicle weapon. They are much better at clearing out the clumps than the guns are. The guns are a lot better for killing high HP enemies. It's interesting, you generally don't have to think about this on most characters because you just take whatever starting weapon you have and you just roll with it, right? But here we have to think about our weapons every round. Though a good rule is just take some melee weapons. You could just go half and half, half melee, half ranged, and you should be fine. Enemies have a chance to explode, so we don't actually want that. Luck is good. Damage percent, of course, is our best friend. More damage percent. We could lose a bit of speed for armor and health. I think it's worth it. Damage, another gun, armor, engineering, and HP regen from our fairy. So we do want some melee weapons here. We have pretty much no melee weapons at this point. Oh my goodness. Okay, Cacti Club is okay. XP gain, melee, and knockback minus luck. I think the XP gain is okay. I think we skipped the black belt earlier, right? But it's not bad since we already have quite a lot of luck now. Not too bad to take. We can actually get rid of a gun maybe for a Cacti Club. Or we could just lock this for next round. I think wave 10 is not that scary. We already have two melee weapons, we should be fine. Thing about wave 10 here is that we do see some bruisers, but it's mostly just a bunch of small enemies randomly spawning around the map and coming towards you from different directions. So having melee weapons does help. Pick up my loot crate from the tree. I want to come clear out this tree in case it has a loot crate. Nothing, okay, no problem. Okay, easy enough, right? Pretty much not in danger at all. Even when we get hit, it doesn't really do any damage, since we did take some armor. And we're also healing a lot, which is mostly thanks to the fairy. If I didn't have the fairy, I'd be playing more conservatively. But in this case, I'm very tanky, so I can afford to sit there and just tank all the enemies. Speed is great, we're in the negatives on speed, so love to get that. Some range is good as well. Now we can pick up this Cacti Club. And range and a hunting trophy. Actually not bad. We can also take lemonade, it gives us HP regen. Sharp tooth is good. This gives us HP regen as well, but we lose range damage, which might cause us problems. It's not very good, the cute monkey, so... Let's see, dangerous monkey is good. Or sorry, dangerous bunny, not monkey. That's great. Oh, the alloy, okay. This item is so good on us, right? However, we're not going to buy it here because it could cause issues, since we almost have no weapons. We need to roll for some weapons here. Okay, this is enough. But actually, we're going to see an elite. I'm glad I looked at that. In the bottom right, you can always see the upcoming waves. Wave 11, we have an elite. We have a horde at wave 15 and an elite at wave 18. So we're just going to go ahead and lock these and go with these weapons that we have here. I think these are strong enough. We might be able to kill the gargoyle with these. Okay, it might be greedy, actually. You can see we got low. I'm not really worried about that. I knew I wouldn't die. I'm not sure we can kill the boss here safely. Gargoyle is a bit of an issue for our character. Mostly because these weapons are not that good for killing him, since our weapons are kind of randomized, right? We are just focusing on killing the pursuers to keep ourselves safe. Yeah, you can see the boss's health is a little bit too high still. We're not really going to be able to kill it. So let's just go ahead and ignore it. This is pretty common, right? On wave 11, a lot of characters struggle to kill the boss. In our case, it's a little bit more random. So there's not much we can do about that. Nothing to worry about. Okay, this is not bad at all. We get crit chance and we get some elemental damage scaling for free, pretty much. So we might as well take it. This gives HP regen, very nice. Damage percent, alloy, wings, baby gecko, and we can buy the taser. Another alloy, but we cannot afford that currently. So we're going to go ahead and skip it. Poisonous Tonic is great. And buy that. And we're just going to go in 5 weapons. Wave 12 is not scary. There's no horde. There's no boss. Nothing to worry about. So 5 weapons should be fine here. We have 2 melee weapons and 2 ranged weapons. This is enough to clear out everything. Make sure you kill the healers. These little guys carrying the scroll in their mouth. Or is it a scroll or a bone? Actually, I'm not sure. Wait, can I look at it again? I don't want to get myself killed trying to stare at it. Oh yeah, I think it is a bone. Okay, it's a bone. Yeah, so the little guy's carrying the bone in their mouth. I'd always thought of it as a scroll. But I didn't really pay attention to it, so... Yeah, the healers, they would just go around healing their teammates, basically. Doesn't really do much since we pretty much just one-shot everything. But they do heal if you leave things alive, so you might as well kill them. And again, you can see our armor, health, and HP regen are doing a lot of work. We don't really have to play conservatively. We can just sit in the center and kill everything. Go ahead and take some harvesting. Yeah, 12 harvesting is great. Then we're going to actually buy all of these and then roll for some weapons. Again, melee weapons tend to be a little better. This is great. HP regen comes with it. Taser, we need to roll for more weapons. Knife. We can't really roll anymore. I'm actually going to take these two over the potato thrower. I think this will do better. Just more melee weapons. Potato thrower is a little weak, right? It is a support weapon after all. And we do not have any range weapons this round. The taser doesn't really count. It's very low range and it's also a support weapon. So we just want to clump up enemies and try to move to clear out the tentacles plus the spitters. The spitters and the tentacles are the most annoying thing on this round. Everything else will come to you on its own. Move out of the way of the bruisers. And keep trying to kill all the spitters and tentacles. I'm being a little careful because I'm dropping low. So I can heal back up really quickly. Okay, easy enough. And we're done. Boom. Crown. Okay, this is great. It's a little late, but it's definitely not too late to take, right? You can always take that here. More crit chance would make us... you know what? Let's go for max crit. Max HP is great here. A tier 3 upgrade. More crit chance for armor is great. The Obliterator. I really want to lock this. for the wave 14, right? Or wave 15. It's expensive. It's also really expensive to lock though. Now we're gonna go in and skip it. That's a little too much for us to keep in the shop here. Let's go ahead and look for more weapons like this. Damage percent for health is great. Ghost Axe, some more tier 2s, SMG. The Fin, we lose a little bit of speed a little bit of luck. We don't really want that. Scar is good, XP gained. Another Obliterator. We don't really need it. Let's just take the knife and continue on. We don't need these really, fancy weapons just for a random wave with no real threats in it. So we can just take some decent weapons and go ahead and do the wave. I'm mostly focusing on killing the spawners and the junkies that come out of them. Because if there's too many junkies on the map, it can actually be a bit of a pain to deal with. They will just non-stop shoot projectiles all over the map and make your life miserable. But yeah, easy enough, right? Nothing... We haven't even really been hit this wave either. Yeah, we've not really been in danger at all this run. I think aside from... Was it the boss? But that's only because we tried to kill the boss, right? We didn't have enough damage, we checked. We tried it, it didn't work. We were like, okay, you know what, let's just go ahead and let this go. We can't kill the boss here. Melee damage is good. Luck is great. Okay, damage percent for 3 armor. This is really good, actually. It gives us increased damage by a lot. So it's definitely worth taking. Oh, I did not mean to buy the shackles. I mean, it's actually not bad. HP regen and range are both fine. I just didn't mean to buy it. It was a misclick. Let's go ahead and look for more weapons. The Ghost Flint, Power Fist, and I could just take this, but I'll reroll here and take... Okay, I guess I'm taking a hand. Baby Gecko. And you can see since we have so much luck, right, we are starting to get these tier 4s really, really often. We could lock the minigun, but if anything, we wanted it this round, and we would have to sell something to buy it. So it's just okay. We're going into the Horde with five weapons. We do have a Shredder, and we also have three melee weapons, technically. So I'm not too worried about this wave. I think we'll be fine. I'm just going to try and focus the junkies down. Junkies are the worst enemy to face in this wave, because they will, again, just run around the map and constantly shoot projectiles at you. Yeah, you can see we're not really struggling, right? This is pretty easy. We're doing this with 5 weapons, right, as well. Like I said, it's a little difficult to tell you, you should take this gun, this gun. There's so many weapons in the game. Overall, you should take weapons that can pierce, for the most part. If you're going into a boss, you should try to take a couple of single target weapons, and then also some weapons to clear out all the small enemies, right? You need to be able to deal with all the threats that come at you. Scared Sausage is okay. I'm rolling for higher tier upgrade, like tier 3 upgrade, right? Tier 3 luck. Another Baby Gecko over 3 out of 4. Perfect. Almost 4 out of 4. Oh, the spider. Okay, guys, this is really good on us, right? Damage percent and attack speed for every different weapon you have. I think I should not have to say why that's good. I think it's obvious. So yeah, we're just going to take that for sure. Spider, really good on us. Ritual, damage, lifesteal, good. Damage percent, good. We'll take a tier 1 SMG, tier 2 SMG, Ghost Flint, and a Fireball. Sure, why not? And yeah, that's it. We could also take some speed in exchange for range. We don't need this much range, so overcapping our speed is okay. That means we can get rid of speed later for some other stats, if we want. Yeah, even the buffed enemies don't really stand a chance against us. Our DPS is really, really high, so it's not really very difficult for us to clear out this wave. Okay, I'm going for the looter here. There we go, we got it. Okay, I was kind of trying to kill it, but of course I'm not going to risk my life for one loot box. Okay, so we can get more speed for range, sure, why not? Max HP melee, lose a little attack speed, but we do gain the HP regen, so might as well take it. Pick up range harvesting minus dodge, that is completely fine. Ooh, dodge percent plus 12. Sure, let's take it. We have almost no dodge, it's fine. We could take attack speed, we could also look for damage percent or crit chance. So one of these two. I'd say crit chance in this case. Let's just go ahead and cap that out really quickly. This gives HP regen. A rock, a rock, a rock. Okay. A butterfly is good as well. Slingshot, SMG, and a plank. Sure. Melee damage, max HP. No, we don't need that. Little muscly dude. We don't really need more max HP either. Let's just go ahead and continue. You know, I'll lock the Cacti Club for next round. Cacti Club is a good item, good weapon. And yeah, you can see how hard we're hitting, right? This character is very strong. This is one of the characters that has a bit ridiculous scaling, since you do have insane damage percent scaling. You can end up being very strong. And yeah, there's not much to say about these waves, right? We're really tanky, by the way. Right? We have almost 80 max health, and we heal for a lot. every second. And everything is just kind of dying at this point. Our scaling has already taken off. We're so tanky, we have so much health, yeah. We can go ahead and take more health, right? Even. Wait, did I misclick? I tried to take max HP. I think I misclicked. I don't know what I took. But it's okay. We don't need it. The fin is not that good. We have capped out speed. Yeah, we also misclicked the shackles earlier, so it's not the first misclick this run. Go ahead and take this, more max HP. Awesome dodge is okay. Trees, crit chance. Actually, we're against an elite, right? We should actually think about our weapons a little more. I'd say the plink is not that good into elites. We can maybe get something better. Damage percent is good. Oh, Sid's Relic. I'm just gonna say Sid's Relic. I don't know how it's pronounced exactly. I love Sid's Relic. But the thing is, we have 3 out of 4 Baby Gecko. I'm not gonna betray the Baby Gecko and buy Sid's Relic. We're just gonna pretend like it's not there. We roll a bit more. I don't like the plank here, to be honest. It does do a lot of damage, technically, though. We could just leave it. Our weapons are actually okay for killing a boss. I think we'll be able to kill it here. Whatever elite it is, it should be fine. Okay, it is the Colossus. You can see this is stage 1. It does a bunch of circles all over the ground around it. Oh, whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, I stood a little too close to the enemies there. Just gonna go ahead and let myself recuperate before going back in. There's no rush, right? We have another 30 seconds to kill the boss. There we go, and we're fully safe again. Okay, easy enough. And now we're safe. So yeah, since I knew we were coming into an elite wave, so I did try to take some weapons that would be good for killing the boss, and also clearing out all these smaller enemies, right? So they wouldn't be annoying. And that's it, 2 seconds. You can pretty much just sit still now. Explosive turret. Okay, we don't really need that. We don't need mastery. Oh, okay. Interesting. This is pretty interesting, actually. It's not bad, right? 93% for attack speed, but we gain 30% damage, which scales even more. So I'd say this is pretty good on us. Crit chance is great. Right, 92% crit chance. Speed for luck we do not need. Also don't need this. SMG, spear, turret for HP regen. More luck is okay. Go ahead and take some of these weapons. Banner range and attack speed is very good. The hammer is good. Another spear, a plant for more healing. Reroll again. More damage percent. Okay. This could be quite good, by the way. The octopus just make us even tankier. Kind of unnecessary though. We're strong enough. We could just go ahead and go in to the wave 19. Yeah, this run is pretty much over. So if you guys want to leave any comments, asking questions or anything, just let me know. I'd appreciate it, and I'd also appreciate if you like the video, if you consider subscribing and liking. It helps me a lot. So yeah, that's it. And the next run will be on one of my favorite characters. I believe, is it the streamer? I sometimes forget his name exactly. It's the streamer though, I believe. He has a very, very unique ability. And I'm sure some people struggle on him because it's a little difficult to understand how you should utilize his ability. So I hope you guys look forward to that, because this character is very easy, right? Or relatively easy in my opinion. I'm sure people don't really struggle on this character. But if you do, I hope this helped you. Again, melee weapons are your friends when it comes to killing these big clumps of enemies. So think about your weapons when you're going into a wave, right? What's coming up in the next wave. Crit chance and dodge are great. We're almost capped on crit. Let's see if we can get something nice here. Maybe damage percent or attack speed. Okay, or HP regen. Sure, why not? And this is where we want to abuse our luck to find some nice weapons, like the jousting lance. The snail is nice. Leather vest, also nice. Stick is not so nice. Go ahead and skip that. Attack percent. Nah, let's go ahead and skip that. We're looking for some tier 3 weapons if possible. We could take a tardigrade. Rocket launcher, sure, why not? Anything else good here? Thunder sword, this is what we're looking for, right? Some strong weapons for the final wave. Shredder, sure. Okay, more damage percent. Looks like that is all. So we're gonna go ahead and combine these two and get a... Let's get a rock. Why not? Okay, let's go. I accidentally lost my tardigrade immediately. That's what happens when you're talking too much instead of moving properly in game. It doesn't really matter, right? We're super tanky. We can just sit here actually and tank it. Dodge as much as we feel like it. And that is the run. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, okay? I will be seeing you next time when we play the next character, which is the streamer. Let's see. Yeah, the streamer. Here we go. I really love this character. I'm sure people struggle with it. So if you want to come and watch that, come and watch that next time. Okay. See you next time. Okay. Goodbye for now. And yeah, bye bye.